Some big names going to the back. Jeffrey Earnhardt on the pole, takes the inside lane. Here we go, 300 miles at Talladega.
Yeah, Kurt, you talked about establishing those teammates early. That's a good start for RCR. I got all three lined up right off the bat. See how it plays out.
Yeah, that's what the spotter up top was saying. You're going to see some of that teamwork, and the car that's the furthest back, Dylan, is the one that's the most responsible when you're in a team setting. So that's where you're trying to break apart the guys from behind. That way you can protect the guys up ahead.
Yeah, it gets to a point where you're trying to pull those teammates along, and working together is so important. But in the end, those guys that are running second and third are really the ones that are going to have to help Jeffrey, keep those runs at bay.
Woo! 54 just did all that by himself. How about that?
That was impressive. I think he had a fast car yesterday in qualifying also, and the bottom is preferred here right now. I feel like it's going to be, and maybe once tires wear a little bit, you'll see guys be able to move up off the bottom.
Yeah, that was a power move by Ty. Just drive up there, take the lead, and now you got all that three wide stacking up behind him. Have some more air. That's what this is. You're trying to draft with this invisible friend, but sometimes it's your enemy. It's called the draft. But right now, Barry is laying down the law. He's holding a nice line on the inside. I don't know if those guys are going to be able to make a run at him.
Might be difficult because he's got the tires. The guys behind him do not. And make a note here where the start-finish line is for later in the race. It's past the tri-oval, down towards turn one. Here we go. Green and white checkered flag delivered to Josh Berry. He wins stage one at Talladega.
Cars and shuffle them out. It's going to be interesting to see how those Gibbs cars play out at the end of this race today.
Oh, and there goes one. That's Mason Massey in the 91. Big hit on the inside wall.
I believe there's another one spinning with him. Yep.
It's Brett Moffitt in the 02.
Oh, wow.
Others with damage, including Josh Berry.
Damn.
That's and Chandler Smith in the 26. Third caution of the day. 3 to go. Second stage, and this could very well end stage 2.
We talked about earlier, some of those guys talking about the tires and being twitchy, and you come off of turn 4 there. To me, turn 2 at Talladega is usually the problem spot. If I get tight or have a handling issue, it's there, and that's where it happened, it looked like.
No, I agree with you. The sun is always baking turn 2 a bit more so, and the wind angle, it turns into a tailwind, so that's going to be the iffier corner right now. And man, it was like one car spun, and then it was just like a chain reaction of other situations unfolded. Pow. So that was the first hit. And so then Barry, oh, now I see it looked like Yaley got twisted out to the right. That was a hard hit. It's crazy how the different trajectories switch up at these plate races on which angle you end up hitting at.
Paid it for Mason, who had a career best run earlier this year at his home track in Atlanta, Georgia.
You okay? I had a tower go down there.
Makes sense.
That's
the 91
there for a second. Brett made a good save right there.
And how close was he to getting collected by Chandler? He doesn't.
Feet, barely.
Stays in the game.
And it makes sense on why it spun the way it did. And then now you see Yaley clip Barry. And then something must have happened with Chandler Smith.
There's a crash. Brandon Jones involved. Ty Gibbs, a pair of drivers from JGR. It's our 5th caution of the day, and it comes out with 37 laps to go. Ryan Ellis got a piece. So did David Starr. Wow, Daniel Hemrick with damage. It looked like maybe Dave, the dollar car did as well.
And the spotter just said the 11 was looking. No, he's going back in line. Nope, he's going 3 wide. Wonder if things developed from the 11.
Yeah, it seemed right in the middle of the pack there. You saw the smoke.
It's our first look at it, and
yeah, you're right. Started up top, 11:54.
Yeah, to me, I mean, just with everybody pushing hard in that outside lane, everybody has to really be in sync. You got to be nose to nose, tail to tail, and be pushing. And if you get just off a little bit, you're going to hook somebody.
Yeah, it looked like to me that 54 had a little bit of a run there, and Hemrick was trying to side draft the middle lane and didn't realize the 54 was making a move and just too late getting back up.
10 laps to go.
Too close to, oh!
And there we go. 7th caution of the day. Brandon Brown, you mentioned Gralla. The 07 of Joe Graff Jr.
Drew Dollar.
Dollar again. Brandon Jones, who just got back on the lead lap, had damage from the earlier crash.
That's a shame there.
I'm good. Not sure that this car is.
Last time we were here, Brandon Brown won in dramatic fashion.
That's something new.
Looking like a snowplow. Shake it, Snyder. Or just slow down. We saw trucks tied together a couple weeks ago at
You
Bristol.
might need it later in this race. I just hold on to it.
That's what you call being dedicated to your draft partner, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just take it with you.
Stick with that guy's bumper.
Brandon with heavy damage there in the front.
And see, that wasn't even up towards the front. You know, this is back with Brandon Jones outside 3 wide. And he goes and changes lanes in a hurry.
In front of his teammate,
Yeah.
that pole was not there.
Not there. Triggered all that.
You know, Jade Buford's been driving that 48 car for Big Machine, and they wanted to reevaluate things a little bit, so they put Kaz in here and next week, and I thought they had a real chance to win today, and those hopes are over now with this crash.
Yeah, that's a hard one right there to take too, because you don't see that coming. When they come from above across 2 lanes and you get right reared, you're driving wrong. Like, what's going on here? And then
there goes the bumper cover that was picked up. Got to be careful locking bumpers up there in that high lane.
That's what I was telling you, but everybody's pushing and dragging the brake now. No
Sam
second
Mayer
guessing.
out of shape. He collects Austin Hill.
Wreck it behind you.
Wow. Guy dominated all day is in a wreck with less than 5 to go.
And that's where you see, you know, Talladega. There's never a great place to be sometimes.
Wow. That was all that energy in the outside lane, and everybody just getting antsy and
I love this place.
shucks out of there and clips the guy on the bottom.
Sam Mayer had been on a great run, and Austin Hill was trying to win the $100,000. Here's what happened.
Second car in line, and then
Boop, getting a shove from AJ there, and just kept getting squirrelier and squirrelier.
And that's where the spotter was saying, hey, there was a gap behind you. Here comes the group. All right. Well, now you got to still know what to do with it. And here's Allmendinger.
Broke up. You should get a run right here. You should get a run. You should get a run here. Go. The 2 will go with you. The 2 will go with you.
I think he was off of him, but it was still just the inertia of pushing the guy. And that's how sensitive these cars are. You don't see wrecks in the corner very much anymore at plate racing. You see it on the straightaways because the cars are just unstable down the straightaways. A couple of hard hits here.
Let's ride now with Jeb Burton.
He's the biggest loser on this one.
AJ is the leader, once again coming to the white flag.
AJ Allmendinger jumps out front, and there's a crash. Caution is out, and we'll do it all over again. Cesar Baccarella in the 45 to 2 is Sheldon Creed.
That was a tough hit there, both cars.
And that car right there was basically running second all day today. Who's paying the bills at RCR right now? There's not happy about this outcome. Ouch.
That was a hard hit, though, going into 3 here.
I mean, it's 4 wide, and he didn't quite probably know he was 4 wide. And then
47 into the 45, yep. Oh, wow.
Oof.
That's a lick.
Yeah, when the inertia raises the rear of the car up like that, those are hard hits.
Look at this. Allgaier's pulled out of line. He must be out of fuel.
I was
He was
telling
one
you.
that we felt good about, too,
Yeah.
with 4 tires.
Oh, my goodness, and he's got no momentum.
And that might
Noah
bring
got
out
the
yet
lead.
another caution. We'll keep an eye on the 7 right now. Noah Gragson jumps to the race lead.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to make it.
I mean, Noah's got the lead right now, and then, yeah, Allgaier's down out of the way. The pace car's ready to pull up behind him, but here we go. We got Sieg pushing Allmendinger.
I'm actually watching the pace car.
Now remember, once we get back to the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Allgaier's gotten off the track and is behind the wall. Noah Gragson leading.
I tell you, this is when the cat and mouse game begins, and you hope that there's the inertia from behind, but right now Noah's going to do all he can to block all lanes of traffic.
We've had 12 last lap passes at Talladega, 4 of them in 8 races this year. White flag is out. Next flag will end the race. Can Gragson finish the deal?
Again, like all the cars are spread out back there. None of them are really lined up, but there's still such a long way to go to get back for another lap. Oh, he clipped him. Saved it.
That was Sieg out of shape. Here comes the 3 of Jeffrey Earnhardt in that outside lane.
I'll tell you, that outside lane.
Earnhardt down low, pushing A.J. Allmendinger. Riley Herbst is in the mix. Brett Moffitt is there. Everyone behind the 9 of Noah Gragson.
Come on, 3.
They're 3 wide behind Noah.
Back up to him now.
Start-finish line down past the tri-oval at Talladega. Here they come. This will finish it in Alabama. Who's it going to be?
Down.
Noah Gragson wins it at Talladega Superspeedway.
It was a heck of a race.
I'd say I thought the 3-car spirit was going to come down and pull that car to victory lane, but wow.
I was hoping to be back up there. Congratulations to Noah Gragson, Bass Pro Shops, Junior Motorsports. That was a heck of a run.